Okay, and this is the end of it. He goes, Joe, I'm shutting down, and he did. He shut down the thread. Now this thread doesn't exist because Joe, this thread existed for years, and I think about last year they went ahead and pulled it down because Joe didn't want nobody running across this thread and reading about him, about them kicking him off of a Sketchfab. But just to prove to you, he was kicked off of Sketchfab. Mr. Bones, A.K.A. Makemo. This user is suspended until June 13th, 2044 at 8:58 a.m. Suspension for abusive and aggressive behavior, and also because he was selling content, Mixamo content. But if you come over here to Sketchfab forum, you will see it's this character over here called Anon730215533. This user was also banned until June 13th, 2044. And okay, so check this out, folks. Look at this. This Mr. Makemo was also suspended until June 13th, 2044, until 8:58 p.m. You want to know why? Because Joe wanted his name removed from Sketchfab, so nobody could go back and find out that he was over there selling Mixamo stuff under the name Makemo. And he told me he was going to sue them for having their name up there. So what they did is they changed the name and deleted the thread that he made. Actually, he made two threads. He made another one too. As soon as I go back and find it, I would tell you about that one. But this is him. This is him. They just made it the character. They just made this character anonymous, but it's him. Anon730215533 is Joseph Earl Mcpeek when he used to be Truebones. Sketchfab profile, and as you can see, he's been banned. Here's all his activity. Here's all the activity he did. Change all info box per request. I'm trying to change all info box by request. Remove Mixamo Adobe content disable. And here he is. This is after he got. This is in 2017. This is in January 2017. It was like a month or so after he got banned. We're asking Mixamo opinion on having just their rigs downloadable. So he's coming over here trying to ruin it for everybody else who's using Mixamo for their portfolios to animate their characters. If it says Mixamo the bone names of your skeleton, you must either remove the download button or the skeleton property of Adobe. If you use the Adobe Fuse Mesh, you must disable the download button. And that's all he did while he was over here. So he was trying to come over here and ruin it for everybody else because he abused the portfolio. He abused it. And then he comes there, and then Joe comes back and say, any news yet? I'm closing this thread. We're having a conversation via email. No need to do your reminders here in public. So he closed this, and I think after that they were done with Joe they were done with Joe. You suspended. Yeah, after that he two posting topics. What's two posts? So they were done with him then. Okay, so let's get to the. So now that's been 1 hour of the past. Now let's go a little bit forward into the future. Okay, folks. So the year is 2015. So the year is 2015, and Real Illusion iClone was like my main program I was starting to use to make animations with. And the thing about this is that I entered the game character animation contest, and I entered the contest and I won for best character animation. Matter of fact, I won the top prize for character animation, followed by another good artist, Jacob Renee, and this guy right here, I forgot his name, Adolf. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce your last name, but I can pronounce Adolf. Yeah. So we were the top 3 winners, and it says right here, for this category, we had a tough time choosing between entries. In the end, Alvin's entry won because he delivered a series of very polished character animations that often left us guessing between keyframe and mocap. Alvin also created a through work in progress guide on his polycount thread, was constantly sharing video tutorials while talking about his work in order to teach and inspire other animators. For this, we congratulate you, Alvin. So this is the first and last time I entered any contest from Real Illusion. If you look over here, here is the thread where I posted all my work in progress. So I did a bunch of videos of my work in progress. I think one of these videos got taken down. I took this video down because somebody claimed it gave me some music and it had copyright on it, so I took it down. This one, I think this one had the same thing. So somebody gave me some tracks and I used both of those tracks on the video, so I took them down. But this is basically, I mean, it's got a thorough work in progress videos. There's a bunch of them here, and a bunch of people praising me for my work, even the people who entered it with me. The DirectX, Jacob Renee, a bunch of people back in 2015 after the contest praised me for my work and said thank you. And a lot of people didn't. A lot of people felt they should have won, and but that's to be debated. But a lot of people didn't like the way that I did things, like how I use Motion Builder. And the thing about it is I was thinking outside the box. I was thinking of a pipeline. And the whole contest was about using other programs with iClone, to make something cool, right? And that's what I did. Everybody else did, everybody did everything inside of iClone. And they're not trying to show people that you could do everything inside of iClone. I went out and did stuff. I used Motion Builder, I used 3D Exchange, I used iClone, and I think I used something else like After Effects and stuff for post work on my film. Because at the time, back in 2015, I was still in school and I was learning all this stuff about sound design and film and all type of stuff, and I was applying what I was learning in school onto this film. Now this is my first film I've ever made, 10-minute long film I ever made. Haven't done one since because I haven't actually settled down on one thing. But folks, this is like the hardest thing I ever did as far as animation goes, and it's almost dated, as you can probably say. But enough of that. Okay, so I made this. So this was in 2015. So this is what happened in 2017. See, in 2017, Joe decided he was going to strike back. Joe was committed to quote unquote ruin my life by coming after my film. And let me show you what he did. Okay, folks, like I said, you would think that it was over when we got him kicked off of Sketchfab, but it wasn't over. What came next was the attacks, Joe's attacks on all of my content. And what he did was what Joe did next is funny because he went after I made some extra YouTube channels. I made a One Gun Studio 2 channel and a gaming channel, and Joe went and got the channels taken down with copyrights, and they did copyright strikes on the channel, and lied and said, "Oh, we got guideline strikes." No, I went back and investigated. He made false claims on the channel and got the channels removed. So any new channel I made, he would remove it. So I kept on making One Gun Studio 2 channels, and he kept coming after him, using gaming the system and the algorithm by typing in things that the algorithm will pick up on, and will just eliminate the channel, and repeated it each time he reported one of my videos in. So what happened is YouTube got enough complaints because it wasn't just him. Joe learned to do that from someone. And what happened is that people started using it, especially trolls, and they kept on using it, and then YouTube saw there was a problem with their algorithm picking up certain words, terms, and phrases that will cause somebody to lose a channel, and what they did is they fixed it. Now he can't do it no more. He can't do it no more with guideline strikes or with guideline strikes or whatever, because now in order for somebody's channel to get to get terminated, it has to go through a total human review, and the videos have to be reviewed by a human. They can't just terminate people's videos like automatically by using that method. And trolls can't really do that anymore, especially Joe. Joe learned that troll trick from somebody. We don't know who he learned it from, but it's something he learned. So what happened next was Joe went through a whole span from I'm trying to remember when this happened. This happened in March of 2017. From 2017 all the way to November of 2018, Joe was constantly attacking my content because his stuff got taken down for piracy, and we proved that Joe was pirating and infringing on other people's content. So in return, Joe singled me out and came after my content, and he was starting to take my content down. Remember I told you about the 2015 game character contest? Well, the first thing Joe did was in March. I do believe it was the beginning of March, or I think it was either February, March. I think it was the end of February going to March. Joe came over to my channel, and Joe went over to my channel, and he did this. Okay. He went over and I'm about to show you what he did. I'm about to show you exactly what he did. This is my video, the Archive Infinity, new first look, re-release Archive Infinity. So he went over and he's about to report the video in. Now, this is his list, right? This is his list. Joe's most disliked videos and made with Truebones, all right? So when he clicks on this, he keeps track of all the videos that he take down by putting in one of these lists. Made with Truebones, Joe's he's gonna put it in Joe's most disliked video. So let's see what he looks. Okay, so he listed my video under the piracy problem. Then he goes and reports the video in. So he reports the video. This is not, I mean, he reports the video in, but that's not the important thing that's going to get Joe in trouble. What he does in the report, now this is a full report of my video, and what he writes is, this user allegedly Truebones motions. This user allegedly Truebones motions. Then hold up, I need to get the whole full thing. Okay, so let's read this. This user stole Truebones motions